Oh boy. Let's see. We got a lot of fixing to do on this railroad. Turn this on. There we go. Let's get some of this stuff fixed up, shall we? Like, gotta re-rail. Yeah, I tried to put bigger cars on here, and I thought I'd be okay, but I didn't space it out far enough, and then I thought I was good. It turns out that I wasn't. It always turns out that I'm never where I want to be on that. So since this is broken, I'm going to try to pull the train forward just on whatever pressure's left. We should theoretically be okay with that. I'm not going that, that fast anyway. Brake, regulator off, okay. I'll pull it forward so that I can at least get the two cars back on this part of the track. Okay, why don't you want to move? Do you need fire? Which is going to take a minute to probably build up anyway. But is there like a brake or something on? Is there something weird? Like that? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe that's the issue. Don't know. But we'll try this. 100%? Okay. So right now she's 100% full. Brake off. Get to this back one. Brake off. Oh, it's still linked? Holy crap. That link was holding that thing, huh? Okay. So what we'll do, now we should be able to roll forward on the pressure, and it'll still be building pressure, which is good. So yeah, I used bridge through here so I could have good gapping, so I knew kind of where I was going to be. So, let's see. Hit the brake, 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 brake. No, never mind. I still need more than that. Okay. Never mind. Keep her going. I thought I was further than I was. Never mind. My fault. My bad. I need 2 car links. I'm slowly running out of boiler pressure. It's gonna be close if I can get enough pressure to get up out of here. See, as I use this is kind of like my straight edge. So I don't think I'm too far out on this. I don't think I am, so. Okay. That should be what I need. Now that my pressure's starting to build back up, but it'll be okay. I'm gonna re-rail these and get these up out of my way first. Alright. I mean, that was... Like, I laid that pretty good, and it was still pretty, close to not... You know, like, this part was pretty close, and then it was, like, not. But now it's not even... Am I gonna be able to make this work? Because I need to come up here with this. I need to get this car up here. Come on. No, it doesn't want to do what I want it to. So what I'll do is I'll drop it, then re-rail it again. Come on, get up here. Get up here, car. Okay. I'm gonna delete this because it's gotta be deleted. Reran. Okay, so that's real good enough for me to get up there, I think. Re-rail, flat, car. Come on, get up out of the car. Definitely put this brake on. Don't want this rolling off the edge. I mean, it's pretty close. And then we're going to go back to the bridge. It's not really going to matter what we use. It's not going to matter. Pretty good free lay right there. See if we're good here. We should be good at this end too. I just want to totally make sure that this is connected on the other end. Because if it's not, then I gotta reconnect it. Oh yeah, we good. Switch has been flipped. It's good for that. And that's gonna be lined right in. And that's the reason I have this right here, like this. So this can go right by here, right? You can load, yes. You know, here at the smelter. But you can also come through here, go to the sawmill, go to the iron mine that I got placed down. Gotta remove that. Pin. No pin. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Guess I'm gonna have to put it into this one maybe. Try to get it back straight. Yep. Okay. Now we get to go backwards and hook up. We'll definitely hook up. And then we'll go back. Like I said, we are going to be rebuilding some of the stuff. Or at least fixing that little chunk, so. Plus I got another chunk I gotta fix too. Okay, we should be good there. I'm gonna say go ahead for it and just link these two. We should be okay. We just gotta go to the sawmill. brake off. 100% regulator. Find out this expanded bridge is going to be any good. If not, we're going to have to repair it again. So, shouldn't have to. But then again, who knows? So, we're all linked, ready to go, all pinned. So, the reason that I think I forgot to connect, between here and there, that's pretty much what happened. Because I had to redo this section to get by. And I'm not too far off of here. So I'm right in line with the end of the cranes. So that's kind of the good thing. Yeah, we're gonna start moving some products here. Some lumber and some beams. We're gonna just start filling up the iron mine that I placed. I didn't build out to that one. I was thinking about it, but I tried some off camera on it. It was a pain. Again, I tried my best, but I don't want to do it that way if I ain't got to, so. This right here is connected also up here, so you could, theoretically, drop these cars in there, waiting to be loaded. And you could also go back out on that line. Or you can use one of these other lines. See, I gotta get some core wood and that up here to the smelter too. I could theoretically get the small cars and start moving like iron when we start making some, if I wanted to. And I might. But yeah, we gotta get these filled and then back over the iron, and then we might take like a couple of runs, 2 or 3 runs, something like that. Maybe 4. I don't know. I'm thinking we can make 4 runs work, theoretically. It's just this section here is kind of steep, and that's kind of what I'm worried about. That's why I'm testing it right now with the train and some cars. Making sure the angles are going to work, and if they're not, then I'll use that red bridge, and I'll connect right back into it. If I have to, I don't really care. It can be a little bit windy of a track. Considering it's just yard track, it doesn't really matter too much. The main part is if you go out on the main track, that's gonna, be your main. That would be the problem. So, right now what I've got going is we're going to load up on some more lumber and beams, go to the iron mine. That's pretty much it for the day. We might get some cars and move some iron, maybe. But we can't move any real, iron, because we need, like, the big cars to do that. I think I can only move, like, 5 or 6 or something like that at a time. I think is what the small ones hold, if I remember. At least the big gondola, the high side gondola ones do. I think it was like 5 or 6, if I remember correctly. So, should be okay. Alright, we'll cut the regulator off, go let it roll back. And let's move this to where we can kind of see. See, the switch is thrown for this side of the track. I could come in this way and then go back the other way. If I really wanted to, I could. Back in this way and come back that way. See, it'd be like a... It works out pretty good. Like, if you were to have, like, 2 trains, you would just be waiting for whoever is loading the most, right? And then, once they get done, then you're pretty much good to go after that. Definitely hit some brakes a little bit. Take a big set. We'll let it coast down the rest of the way. But yeah. I don't think I made this too bad. I definitely could have made, like, split this off and made, like, a yard. Or, like, a siding. So you could have cars loaded or not loaded or whatever you wanted to do. You know, you could put inbound, outbound. If you really wanted to. Definitely start hitting some brakes. We're going a little bit way too fast for my liking. Okay, there we go. Running about 9 miles an hour. That should be alright. So, I mean, we did fix the track, so. At least that portion. Looks like we're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing alright. We just gotta make sure that we're doing okay when we come through here. Because that's pretty tight. Might have to give it some more RPMs, hopefully not, but see about that here. I'll get going. Cause see, I can get going pretty fast going that way. It's just this corner right here that I want to watch because I don't want to derail because you never know. Loaded cars are a little bit more heavier, which takes more time to get, you know, more speed built up. So. But the way I'm figuring, right, if these big long cars can make it through here, then anything can make it through. And I might make yards over here. At least 4 or 5 lanes. Because one or two of them was going to be like a turntable. So you could have, like, you know, your different engines if you wanted. You know. Have whatever engine, whatever car you want here. So I might end up doing that. Not right away, though. I mean, we can see where we're at after I run these loads. Because today I just want to get as much stuff in the iron mine as I can, making iron. So that we're ready to be going, you know. We can start that production. You know, start that production chain of making iron, get the iron built up. Then once we get the big iron cars, you know, could do that. Could also build in the old map too. Could do that. Might do that too. I might do that. I haven't decided. But as you can see, I spaced it so that we have room for the big cars, because you know that they're gonna hit, you know, each other at a certain point. But I do believe that I can get these big cars to probably get loaded. I just gotta get these 2 big cars and those 2 big cars kind of close to the crane as much as I can, which is the plan, so that everything can be loaded, ready to go. That's my whole biggest goal right now, is get these things ready to be loaded, get them loaded, and then get them on going. Should be the easiest. I'm gonna try to get this as much as I can so I can get to that last crane, because I might have to use both cranes on it. Alright, let's hit the brakes. Stop right here. Let's check our gaps here. Maybe. That is a maybe and a half right there. Like I said, that is a maybe and a half. in front of it, so we gotta come back more. But at least I got one of them loaded, ready for transport. One of them at least. Alright, keep her coming. Keep her coming. Because I'm not even close to the back cranes yet. So if I can get this one in line with that, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's see where we're at now. But I can also get this one loaded too. I'm at it, I guess. Okay, these two are loaded. And might be able to load one of these back ones. Okay. Two more. I have to do this 2 more times. Because, yeah, I gotta move again. And then when we get it offloaded, this is gonna be the easy part, but it's always getting them loaded is always the issue for me. Come on, you can do it. Anywhere in there will probably be fine. Maybe. Anywhere? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anywhere there would probably be fine. If I have to offset it a little bit, that's fine. Is it gonna work? Heck no. Still gotta come back more. Alright. Let's get spun back around here. So eventually I'm gonna have to get this thing close to there, I would imagine. I'm thinking I'm getting closer. I mean, it's a big train car. Right? Okay, that's pretty dang close. Like, that should work. If it doesn't load up, 3 at a time or whatever, it doesn't matter to me. Yep. Loaded all 3. So, is it that I think we're moving more per crane now. Which is nice. So. It was like before you had to like click it sometimes each individual time or basically wait for it to be loaded. Which it still kind of is, but it's a little bit faster of a load process. Alright, we need to get some more fire. Stoke it up a little bit here. We're always going to be doing good if we keep our fire stocked up. Okay, so we're doing okay. It's got 100% fire into it right now. It's got the water that it needs right now. It always works good when it's got fire in it because it keeps full fire temp, which is kind of good. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Only got 4 cars behind me, but it's good enough for me, you know. 4 cars, you know, doesn't really matter. It's just because of the big cars. That's the thing that matters. If I had the small ones, I'd have like so many. So, you know, it's what can you do, you know? Definitely turn off the regulator right now and just kind of let it coast through this corner. Should be okay, but I want to doubly make sure, you know, that we're not overpowering through the corner. Yeah, I don't think we are going to be overpowering the corner, but I just like to make sure that we're not going to fall off to one side or the other. Which it doesn't appear like we are. And we'll give it the beans once we get main wheels right here under this part. Because right here's where it starts going up, because it's just the way the ground work, or the way the ground was going to have to be. So, could have filled this in with groundwork, but would have had to been like the big groundwork, you know? This isn't that bad, I don't think. This is only like a % or so. Right here. Percent or a half a %, something like that. But this is just what it had to be, because any other track that I laid through here would just sink. Like, you would need so much of the dirt for it to, like, be up anywhere close. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use bridge. We'll come down, you know. Which I did. And I'm kind of glad that I did do the bridge method, because it kind of made it easier, you know. Wish I would have turned my headlight on, but it should be okay. Got all 4 cars behind me. It definitely looks good. Looks like we're rolling pretty much okay. Free, no problems. So. Turn this off too. At least right here. Because this is, I don't know the exact curve, but it's pretty tight. There we go. Alrighty. So did I just derail? Yep. Crap. I'm grinding. I'm grinding right now. Oh no. Hit my brakes. Oh yeah, it'll stop right now. It doesn't have much of a choice, does it? Here, let's get this lantern out. Let's get the rear rail tool out again. Me. That's all I could think of, right? Oop, I hit the wrong button. That's okay. I have to re-rail it again. My fault. My fault. Well, this is an issue. It appears that I can't. What do we got going on here? What's sorcery? Okay. What happens if I get... Oi! Well... I can't see what I'm doing. I'm stuck. It needs to stop. It's like it's still going 100 million miles an hour. Now let's try to derail it. Okay, that's 100% on. Get the derail the train. Gotta definitely... Did I lose an extra car somewhere? Yes, I did. Okay. Lost 2. Okay, so I shouldn't have done the brakes on that one. I should have done the brakes on this one because it wants to roll. It just wants to roll. There. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to redo that switch, probably. Or do something different. I don't know. Because I can't be doing this every time. Re-rail, flat car, here. I can't see crap, so... I'm gonna wait for that to kind of roll. It's gonna be a slow roll. Come on. Alright, where's the train at? Because now I gotta get this thing back on. So many delicate parts of this. And then I gotta re-rail that car too. I'm gonna go ahead and get at least these two hooked back together. I don't plan on like going that far, but I might have to drag this thing out of the way a little bit, so that's why I'm trying to get this hooked up real quickly. We're going to hook these two together. Hook the tender to the train. And then we're going to go the opposite way here in a minute. Hopefully. Alright. Brakes. And removed on that. Okay, that should work. That should be enough. I'll leave room to get this thing re-railed. We'll get the re-rail tail back out, re-rail this. Come on. There we go. I definitely gotta go check on those other cars. Well, that rolls into this car. I mean, I could let it roll into it, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, let's just start rolling, I would imagine, right? Got the pin ready. Come on, catch up. Jeez. Feels like it's been taking forever to get this. But we gotta re-rail every component back into it. I can't believe it. Come on. Hope to gain a little bit more speed in this so I can pin at least the front one, the rear one. So all we gotta do is come hit the back brake off once we get attached. Pull right out of here. I guess we gotta hit that thing slow. Which means you can't use powerful trains, theoretically. Or if you could, you'd be limited. Okay. Now it's time to hook up this train. Okay, hit the brake off. Hit the regulator. Let's get going. Let's go hook up to our load again. For the second time. But we got it, re-railed all the way together. I just don't know what to do for that. I don't want to hit this thing too hard, so that's why I'm taking this slow. Like, I'm not going to hit it, like, super hard, hopefully, so. I'll probably turn the headlight on, because we'll probably be going in the darkness here. But, yeah. Can't believe that worked out not too good. So. This right here will have to, I think, be redone. Maybe this part, that part, or something. I don't know. Either that, or we gotta remove these further this way, or something. That might be the possibility. That a 45 won't work, maybe a 90 will. Maybe that's the issue that I'm having, I don't know. But I gotta run this stretch of track that way. Because the finery and stuff's that way. So, you know, I kinda gotta come up with a plan to fix this here. Nope. Definitely brakes. Did I stop it too short, maybe? Just enough to get rolling. Okay. Doubly make sure the brakes are off on all cars. All the pins are on everything. But I am checking all the brakes as well. So, it's always better to double check your brakes. Yeah, we might have to rebuild this section here. See? That's the issue that we're running into. So we might end up having to come off with 90s. And just say no 45 because 45 there at that point is not going to work. We could 45 it here. Which, you know, would be easy. It's just right there, I guess, isn't going to work. So we'll have to delete those bit of tracks there that I stuck on. I'll have to put 90s and see what 90s will do. We'll remove this section of track again and these two sections of track again. And it's what we could do. I don't feel like doing that, but I didn't want to use 90s because I thought 45 would work theoretically pretty good. You know, where it wouldn't give me like a hard, you know, curve. I was just going to use 45 because it'd make like a gradual curve. But I guess if I had to, I could use a 45 on the one side. Go into a 45 into a 90. Maybe. I don't want to do that, but we could. Or we'll have to run a switch or something off of that. Because that 90 is going to give me, I think, too much of a curve and not going to make me you know, give me my smooth track that I want. Which I know some of this is like weird and curvy, but it's what we have. So we'll have to try. Maybe we'll we'll rebuild that here after we get up here and offloaded, probably. I know these are long splines, so that's why I'm like reluctant to like redo that section. But if I have to, I have to, you know? But we got that at least fixed, and then now we know we're gonna fix the other, so I'll probably leave this here at this iron mine, this train and everything hooked up after we unload, and we'll go back to that connection point and we'll put 90s in them, because in that way the train is off the section of track that could get deleted, and then we'll run it again. I'm not happy with that decision that I have to rerun that track again. But I was going pretty goddamn good. And that like little bit of curviness just threw everything off. It was like, no, I'm not happy. So it's definitely rebuild time, I think. Or we could put the train somewhere, but I'm not gonna put it up back that way, because I don't know how long that spline is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know it's long. I don't know if it comes, I don't think it comes up to this stuff up here, so I'm thinking I'm gonna leave this up here. I'm coming back to fix you once we get offloaded. Yeah, we'll try. See, like, this is a smooth track. It's smooth. It's pretty much a double ran track right here. Like, if you want this track next to that track, it's kind of hard to get it that way. Like, you would have to run it that way. I didn't want to run it all that way. I mean, I guess I could also delete this and do that over again if I really wanted to. Again, I don't really care. But you needed room. Right here, you're going to need room. Because theoretically, you could have it. This would be like your waiting inbound track to the iron, right? Over there, I think, is the refinery. So if you're pushing 2 trains, you could have, you know, this be the inbound side of that. To either go to iron or whatever. This could be your outbound. Or you could use both trains to go wherever. Because all it is just a simple switch. So that's the fun part is, see, the way that I've built it, you know, you can have, you know, up to 3 trains waiting to go through at any time. You know, depending on what you want to do. But yeah, we're gonna get this load there. I don't even have the regulator on, so it's doing pretty good. I'm just letting it roll in. See, right here is only gonna be your main battle point right here. Because you can come in from the depot and you could have either one of these. You can go to the iron on this, and you could go to the smelter on that. So you can go. See what I mean? This right here is going to give you a hard. This was kind of a hard one to build right here. but I kind of like how I matched them. This one had to be a little bit more of a grade because there's kind of like a hill here, and again, it would eat it. Just this is like on the downhill of where that hill was, so that's why these are at different gradients. It's the only thing that would link to it. I tried, the smaller ones. It didn't work out too well. Now, this could also be an issue if that was, say, this was thrown this way. Maybe. Like, it'd be pretty close. But yeah, I kind of like how I'm getting stuff kind of figured out now. I mean, we kind of got it almost on a system that I kind of like, but I also don't at the same time, You could also probably replace that one probably with like a three-way switch. Because theoretically you would have, 3 different tracks and you could just run them individually into the switch. I thought about that, but then it was like, after I've already built it, and I was like, I'm not switching that, So, let's see, start slowing down here. But yeah, this could probably go all the way to that refinery if I wanted to make that load go all the way up there. I'm not going to push out there today, but just saying I could. This is all straight laid anyway, so. Brakes, brakes, brake, 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 brakes. Okay, now it's on full brake. I'm not gonna get paid for that. I will probably get paid for this one, however. Am I even close with that? Maybe. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, I just gotta move forward a car. Or half a car, depending on. I really want to get that technical. Come on, baby. You will hurry up so we can get this offloaded. Hopefully it will now. Alright. Anywhere in there should be fine. At least within the payable zone. I think. Let's see. Yes? No? Definitely in the payable zone. Okay. So now that everything's offloaded, we'll leave that train up there. Let's go deal with this problem. If we gotta run over the mountain, let's run over the mountain. But I'm tired of having that issue. Because I did try it once off camera just to run it, like, with cars again. So that's like the second time. So, It's definitely time to fix it the right way, I guess. Which is probably to replace the track again. Like I say, again. Alright. Demolish rail. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'll see if we can. Might not be able to relieve that one, so I might have to rerun that portion. That I might be able to leave because that's not really hooked anything right now, so. Okay, let's get rid of all that. Time to start again. Start fresh. Oh, where's the 90 cross? There we go. You just select the one. Come back here a little bit with that. Yep, that piece of track's gonna have to be removed. Okay. Now, let's try. Nope, missed. Missed the hit it. There we go. Should be. I mean, it's gonna be offset a little. I mean, that's not as abrupt as the last one. That's actually a lot better, actually, than the last one, I think. I mean, they're a little bit crooked a little bit, but at least, you know, this one is, but it's not kinked so hard. I don't think that it would cause an issue now. I don't know if you could run fast over it. And the only other way to maybe make it a little bit cleaner is to come out like another 90. Maybe. Maybe we could try that. Come out another 90. See if that fixes the issue. Okay. This is how we'll set that 90. And again, we're going to have to curve off of that. We already know that, so. There. That actually looks like it might work a little bit better. I don't know for sure until we get everything laid out, but. I know the one's pretty much a straight shot. And I know this one isn't, so. Which is the hardest part when you're trying to. See if we can come off with this with. Alright, let's put that back on 10 for a minute. Come off with something like that. How's that? That's a lot. Okay, that's a lot smoother. That's like 10,000 times better. Okay. So I just have to move it out one, which kind of sucks because we're going to be going right towards that mountain. So we'll have to probably do some crazy stuff, but whatever gets the job done, that's kind of what I'm here for. And this, I'm just going to extenuate this, maybe. Or do I just replace it? I guess I could just replace it. I was like, do I really want to freaking do it? But it's kind of kinked the wrong way. It's kinked backwards. And so if I go like I am right now, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. Slight kink. I mean, they're going to be slightly. I understand that, but they're not too bad. Now we get to connect them tracks back up. Okay, come on. I think I gotta go back with... I think I can maybe... Hang on here. Oh, come on. It's like it gives you the connection, then it like tells you, nope, can't connect there. Okay, connect. If I have to, I will. I'll do it this way. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. That's the whole point that I'm at with. Is this gonna actually interfere with that, though? I don't think so. Is it gonna hit that next section of track? Probably not. I don't think it's gonna hit it too much in the sense that we could just... That's just a support piece. And we could theoretically lay our own support piece, and that shouldn't affect this track neither. I don't think. I could be wrong. If I have to, I'll use the wooden one. Or something like that. Nope. It's just pretty close, but it's no right now, so we'll definitely get this run back to here at whatever. Alright, that should be fine. If I have to, like, I'll put an extension piece off of it, but I don't think we're gonna need that. Oh, that looks so good. It's almost like I planned it. Well, I kinda did. And I put the bars on both sides, so even if you're coming back, you know, you don't wanna. At least when you get up here, you're okay. But just right there, that corner can sometimes be too tight, and in case something were to slide off or whatever, then you're good. See, this portion, I just decided, you know, let's go back with bridges. It's not gonna matter too much. But at the end up there, both the supports hit right where they gotta. And they're not in each other's way, theoretically. When you look at this portion up here. So, I'm happy with that portion of track. Nope, I can't jump it. I was gonna try to jump, but I can't. It's okay. See? Because look. What's the supports? Run to each other. They do not hit the track itself. They go right underneath those 90s. They look good. Like how that tie would fit there. See how that tie hits right into that next tie with the dirt? That's kind of the same thing that we got going on here. So now I've got to redo a connection. I know that. I just don't know from where the switch was, but we'll figure that out. It's over here somewhere. As I said, if I moved it back any further, it probably wouldn't have been possible to hook up to this. But alright. That doesn't look too bad. Let me get up here in these 90s. Does that look too bad? Looks pretty smooth. I mean, it might be sharp, but you're going to be moving with pretty much oil, so, or to go get oil, so maybe not. Alright. Let's run this out here. Set it like at 50s. Alright, we set it back to 10s now. We can go a little bit loose here with that. We could probably bump that up a little bit to at least a 0.5%. If we bump it up a 0.5%, can I get? I could probably get. Go up a full percent, I guess. Okay, that solution ain't gonna work. I'm thinking here, what can I do for that problem? I'm thinking bridge. Like, honestly, I'm thinking bridge, because it could be, it won't be a red bridge. It could be a regular bridge for now. At least for mocking up purposes. See, I gotta do to get over this hill. You can't. Because, man, this is gonna be... It's gonna have to be a tight turn. It's the only thing I can think of. It's just gonna have to be a tight turn. 70? Can I get away with 70? Can I get away with 80? 80 is like not gonna do it for getting it away because I'm trying to get away from this mountain. At least this part right there, and I can't. So 70. It has to be a 70mm turn. It's very, very sharp, but I don't know what much you can do. There's not a better solution, I don't think. It's not a viable solution, but theoretically, because I'm not going to be moving a heck of a whole lot of product right now. Now we can go back down if we wanted to. I think we could probably go down. So we're going to delete this down to the final grade that it needs to be. So we're going to relay it basically. Wait. Running the wrong way. Alright. Oop. Because, you know, my first attempt at hooking it up wasn't too good. Okay, let's drop it. I mean, I don't care if it's a 0.5%, but I want to see if I can get away with like something like this here. And I don't care, you know, as soon as we start getting like right about there, because that's going to straighten out pretty much. But I have to come out with this because I have to get away from the mountain. Like, I have to get away from it. And the only way I could think is like this, like a little short, little bridge. Because you're going to be going up in the mountain. And I got it up a 0.5%, which is what I wanted. And then right there, you're pretty much straight. And once I pull up the map, refinery, ironworks, and coal mine are down there. So theoretically, yeah, I could try to build up here. I'm just saying, I could. But to get to there, I'm not exactly 100% sure how to do that yet. So I'm going to hook these up. If I have to, I'll remove move these around if I have to. And, you know, move them somewhere in here or, you know, something like that. But I'd rather have this, like we have it. Yeah, it looks close on the map, but it's kind of not. Because you got to move through switch, so it's going to take more time. Which I understand that. But I'd rather have a little bit more fun doing it, you know? So that's okay. But we're going to basically now have to build down the refinery, the ironworks, and the coal. I still have to go to the oil field next, but I'll get there pretty easy. That's pretty easy to build too. This, we're probably going to come down here. And somewhere like in here, run a three-way switch. One to the refinery, one to the ironworks, one to the coal mine. Then we'll label each one with a sign. That's how I'm going to do it. I mean, that's the easiest way. Okay. But we'll save that for a different day. That doesn't... It looks sharp, but it's not that sharp if you think about it. Because I have it at only a 0.5%. That doesn't look half bad. But I know it goes up in the middle, so that's why I went like that. With that, so that will work. And I got pretty much everything ready to go for that. I might see... Because, I mean, I could run another load. But we got that. We managed to fix that up pretty good. It's just figuring out, what you gotta be to get to the next part. And it's like, right now, do I want to take these? I might take these cars back. Maybe get a couple gondolas, and then start moving some of it to the smelter, I think. Because we can use this second line right here for that purpose. Because it ties into the main line. And we'd only have to flick a switch to get to where I need to go. So, I mean, that's possible to probably do. As you see, I kind of made it a little tight right there. I mean, it's tight, but it's like off of it. So. And we're not going to be running small gondolas now. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's do that. Let's get them. We'll get these shoved back. And then we'll get off of that. And that should work. Crap, we ain't got nothing left. Well, I mean, we gotta wait for the fire to be built up. But other than that... other than the fact that we're gonna have to, build this thing up, wait for it to kind of gradually warm up. Other than that fact, because I should have, had that ready to go, but I didn't. I still don't get how it bled all the way out. I don't know. It's kind of like, do I want to attempt to try to get back? And we might try to do that. Yeah, let's try to get back. At least get a good shove and see if we can get back on that new smooth laid track. Because that'll tell me how smooth it is and if I gotta change anything on the design. Besides, it will start building pressure rapidly once it gets up, And the fire's going up pretty quick, and the pressure's starting to kind of build pretty fast. Not super fast, mind you, but fast enough. So we're good to go with that portion. So there's not much for me to do except for to get these cars back to where they gotta go. I'm gonna start running out of pressure pretty quick, but it's okay. I want to get going, but I know I can't with the pressure that I probably got. I can't get it up to where I really want to get it going. Should start building pressure quickly. Let's see if we're building any pressure. This is how you tell. No, we're not building pressure at all. Not yet, anyway. So we're just going to be rolling at like 5 miles an hour for a while. Until it starts building, like that. Okay, that's at 100. Yep, we're going to start building pressure. So now we can go it on the rig a little bit while the pressure builds. Because that's not going to matter too much. This pressure is still going to be building whether you're using it or not. So that's pretty okay. Come on, we need to get going a heck of a lot more than this. Get the whistle going. I would just wait basically for it to go back to sawmill, which I think what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave these cars there, and then I'm going to get probably 2 gondolas. Get the 2 high side gondolas. And then we'll have to flick this switch because we're going to be going in. So this switch will be flicked that way. And we'll be going into this line right here. But we got all the tracks basically hooked back up now to their own switches and what we needed to do. Like I said, here, probably could have used a 3-way. You know, easy select, 1 stick, you know, you could have done it that way, but I wasn't thinking when I built this, so I was just thinking, like, okay, what's the easiest way to get it rolling? You know, not necessarily the most efficient way. You know, let's just get it rolling for now. So we're still building pressure while going 11 miles an hour, which is pretty good. I want to see if we get this thing going about 20 going reverse, or more than that. So I see that it says 70 here in the miles per hour. Does that mean that this thing could have gone 70 at a point in time? And that it can go 70 at this point in time? Probably not. I mean, you would have to work it to get to that point, I would imagine. But yeah, we're doing pretty good right now. I mean, if we're having to be rebuilt. But I figured since it's going to be the final rebuild of it, I might as well just put bridge there to make it look a little bit better. Okay. Let off the rag and just let her coast for a minute here. Yeah, this part is rebuilt. It's pretty much flat, smooth across. So. There we go. But I like how I did this somehow. Because usually I just let them, you know, usually going the same way, but this time I decided, you know what? Let me do something a little bit different. It's all smooth now. See, that one was like a S, you know, it kind of was a sneaky snake kind of thing. Like where it was hard this way and hard, you know, like it was kinked. Either way you go with the way that I had it previously. Which I think contributed to why I had a crash. So I don't think that we'll have any more crashing issues now. Plus, this track right here is laid pretty smooth. It's laid over 90s. Kind of wanted 45 so I can have a little bit more angle. Keep me away from that mountain a little bit, but it worked out a little bit better though. But I'm kind of happy now that I got it figured out. They're pretty much parallel tracks, so which I like to have a little bit of gap in between my tracks. I don't like to have like my tracks touching if I don't have to, you know, like where the edge of this is touching over here and you have it. I don't like to have it like that if I don't have to. And the reason I don't want to is if I ain't gotta build it that way, that means that we're doing pretty good. We're only doing 50 miles an hour, so it's okay. So we should be doing okay enough to where that's not gonna hurt us when we get up here to this 90. But I guess we're about to find out. So 15 miles an hour, which is, you know, the easy steady. I don't have any, you know, I don't have the regulator on. I could turn brakes on if I needed to slow down, but I don't think I will need to. I think I'll be okay. I think it was just that it was you know, really, really kinked one way and then the other way. Like it went, you know, kind of thing. This is just a small, you know, like it just follows the curve of the switch. So that's not, you know, going to be that bad, I don't think. At least they're empty. That's the best thing. Let's see, how's this going to work? Is that going to work? Just slowing it down a little bit. Slow down a little bit more. Well, I figured if we didn't derail going backwards or forwards, so we should be okay. See, I kind of like how I made it like this. This is two separate pieces. So, regulator, 100%, kick back on. And now it's just waiting to get this back in the sawmill, then I'll get this train out of the sawmill. Then we're gonna go back. Hopefully get some gondolas. Go back to the iron mine. Make our way here. Start filling this up. But if you look at that though, it looks good, like good alignment. It's not, you know, spread too far. So, I figured it out now. I figured out what I did wrong. Plus, I like how this one's got like a little walkway where you can't fall off. I might redo this. I don't know yet. At least this portion up here. I might redo that at some point. See if I can kind of get it, you know, down to this grade. Like, same grade, but just where it doesn't look like it, you know, has the bow in the middle. We're doing okay, though, so. Gonna need more RPMs. That's what we need. Yeah, we're doing okay now. Okay, now we need to be moving a little bit faster. Because, yeah, we're going to get this all the way back to the sawmill. Get that. We're not going to load them, but we're just going to have them here, and then we're going to get out of here. Hopefully. Then we'll get 2 gondolas, maybe 3. Go to the iron mine. Start loading from the iron mine to the smelter. That's what I'm thinking. That's all I can think, you know? Alright, we'll cut our regulator in half there. Let's get rid of it entirely right now. Let it go back to kind of idle. And we'll just kind of keep the speed that we're going. Get this up in there. Unhook, put a brake on. Pull out. Hopefully, get some iron starting to be moved, you know? I know I'm going to have to move more of these, but I could run a mixed train if I wanted, theoretically. Yeah, I mean, it would only be well, you'd only have to flip one switch. Probably two switches, actually. The one to come in here, and then... Yeah, we can make it work. That might be worth doing, though. Yeah, we're gonna have enough room here. I mean, I could go and theoretically hook up to two gondolas with this, but I don't want to. I'd rather have the gondolas in the front and then be able to, make more on the way out, kind of thing. So we're gonna leave them right here. We're not gonna put them in the platform up there yet. I mean, they might end up going there. Or about halfway there, who knows? Depends on the brakes. I didn't think I need to save up and get a better train at some point too, though. Yeah, that will definitely do. %100% brake. Yeah, I think we're gonna be alright with that. Yep, we're definitely gonna be fine. Yeah, we'll definitely have to come back and see if we can get more loaded. Alright, on the road. Time to get it started up and running away. Hopefully. Hoping we can get it all. I might get the gondolas bought and then might see what we'd be doing after that. I don't think this might be too hard, maybe, to get those gondolas through, maybe. I don't know. Because I could theoretically make a mixed train. Basically where I'd have iron in the front. Here, like, 2 or 3 cars, whatever, that gondolas, right? And then have those, like, lumber and beams in behind it. It's only going to be for, like, one industry, but theoretically you could feed the industry and take from it at the same time. Theoretically. If I had the big... Hang on, let's see if I can find it. I don't want to go rolling too fast through here. But we should be alright. Let's see, get out of this mode, go to this mode. It's fine, we'll let it roll for a minute, it'll be fine. Oh. Need gondolas. High side gondola. This, right here. Can move iron, can move coal, could move oil barrels. But the ones that I'm talking about that I really want to get are these ones. They're the big old hoppers. Can only move, iron ore and coal, but they're a heck of a lot more expensive. And if I do cordwood, I kind of want one of these. Can also move arrow barrels, but you know, I'd rather be able to be fine. So if we're using the high side, 250 a piece. Yeah, I could probably get a couple of those. There you go. Because that's kind of the color that they're going to be anyway. Like, at least on the inside, because you got the iron and whatever. Could make them whatever, I guess. Yeah, let's see. See, it's going to be all stretched up on the inside. Probably. Yeah, let's get... What am I here for? I can't remember what those are. Yep. High side gondola. There. Wouldn't you believe it? I'm almost there. I got one car at least bought, so we might have to get two. That'd be alright. Heck, we might even do that next time. So, with all that being said, I will see you all next time.